We're starting with Pisces today. We've got slowing down, trust wanted to jump out there, but it didn't. Somebody might be feeling a little less than trusting of a situation, or maybe in themselves. Sometimes it's important to slow down and to give yourself a more relaxed pace. We all want to rush in and be in a place of success, but if you can't cherish those moments in the beginning, then the ones at the end aren't really as fulfilling as we assume that they will be. Learning to take joy. 2 more cards, please. Okay. Yeah, so you need to slow down the way that you're living and the way that you are thinking. We've got slow down your existence and your consciousness. So what I'm seeing here is the mind, because there's that bright light here at the third eye. How you're viewing things, how you're viewing yourself, thinking maybe that you're not going quickly enough, or far enough, fast enough. This is not a race against anyone but yourself, and when you turn something into a race in a good way, it can propel you forward very quickly. You can be the judge, the best judge of whether or not the way that you're talking to yourself, interacting with yourself, is propelling you forward or holding you back. So if you feel like it's a race with yourself or with others in a way that is slowing you down, then that's a sign from yourself. The way that you react to the situation is telling you, your body's telling you, your mind, your spirit is telling you that it's important that you work with your consciousness to create your existence by slowing down and giving yourself that peace, that grace. And that's what I'm getting from this slowing down card. And there's little sparks of light and a beautiful rainbow in that tortoise's shell. And what that says to me is that the beauty in going slow and the beauty in the path, you see the rainbow that he is kind of moving forward through. And that's speaking to me as if each step forward is as beautiful as the last and as the next, really taking appreciation in that moment and these little steps and the appreciation of self. It looks like you could being receptive. We've got receptivity, and we've got the Thunderbolt, which is the Tower card. So you know that something is ending. That's what that kind of says. The receptivity card reminds me of the High Priestess energy. There's something that you intuitively know has ended, and maybe it's that race. Maybe it's a competition or something that's transpired that you've been letting push you. I want to get some clarification on this with some tarot. Please give me clarification. Okay, so we've got a difficult decision. This Tower here is a difficult decision. Something that you don't want to look at, that you'd rather avoid. Something that could be combative. We've got the 5 of Coins. Okay. So someone's feeling a sense of scarcity. This 5 of Coins is, I feel like it's focusing on the negativity in the situation and wishing for something better. And I think that what's trying to be said here is that it's within your mind. You can choose to feel the scarcity, or you can choose to feel something different. The King of Coins is on the bottom of this deck, which tells me that the reality of the situation isn't as bleak as you maybe think it is, or this is what's right on the other side. It's secure abundance that this card is. And this feeling of scarcity and this difficult decision that's come from the Tower moment, I feel like you're being asked to be receptive to the way that things are playing out and just take slow and steady steps forward to create the kind of life you want in this moment. It's not about where you're going so much. It's good to have a plan, but it's about enjoying those steps that you take to get there, because life is not about grinding hard until you can. It's like that hurry up and relax feeling. What good is it to get to the point of relaxation if you've exhausted yourself by the time you get there? It doesn't make it as much of a enjoying. It's just not. The experience is more important than the outcome, and that's the message that's coming through here. So I will pull a couple more cards and see what energy do we need Pisces to step into. What energy does Pisces need to step into? 2 cards, please. Okay. So we've got the Hanged Man. You need to take a new perspective on lack and wastefulness. This card is the 4 of Cups, which usually represents someone not noticing a cup that's being offered to them. And this one talks about arrogant wastefulness. That's in this deck, that's what it represents. But what I'm seeing here is taking a perspective on opportunities that are being lost. And when I see this card, I see that this person is pouring their cup out rather than pouring it into the other glasses. And what that tells me is the energy that you do have could be going into better places. And so if you maybe take a new perspective on what it is that you're giving your energy to and how you're taking your steps forward, or maybe a shift in the perception of this tower and this difficult decision and the feeling like there's misfortune that has befallen in some way. Because on the bottom of the deck, once again, we've got the World. And the World is a triumphant completion. It's the end of a hard cycle. It's the shift into something beautiful. And so what that tells me is that with such good cards on the bottom, with that King of Coins and this World card, it tells me that what you're not seeing is the abundance and the beauty in your situation. So you're being asked to take a new perspective and to pour into the things that you want to feel and want to create rather than pouring into the lack and the feeling of not having. I want to see the energy to step into and hold. The Magician. You have the power. The Magician has everything at their disposal and they can create whatever outcome they want. And Strength. Okay, so you're being asked to step into your power. And you see this Strength card? He's a runner with one leg. And then the Magician, manifesting rewards and unquestioned confidence. That's what you're being asked to step into. The energy that you're being asked to hold is unquestioned confidence and manifesting your rewards by yourself. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to be by yourself. It means that you have the power to change this outcome. It means that you step into the leader role of your life, where you know that it is your every movement that is drawing your experience and creating your reality. You have the strength to create anything you want. And if you slow down and take a new perspective, you can pour into these cups and realize that you have enough to serve 3 people, right? And those 3 people could be 3 opportunities. They could be 3 aspects of your life that you're learning to balance. It could be anything that you're pouring into. And I have a feeling that whoever this message is for is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and do yes or no question. I'm going to do 2 for you. So go ahead and pause this video if you need to and think of your questions. I'm going to go fairly quickly with question 1. What's the answer to question 1 for Pisces, please? Remain positive wanted to jump out. Did not. Let go. So for question number 1 is let go, and for question number 2 is take action. And that's beautiful because it's echoing the entire reading. Right? Let go and take action. Thank you for joining me, Pisces.